I don't even know how I came across this. This is some next level shit. I feel like we only are getting to see these type of things online because we in this crazy ass era, man. Everybody got a camera and a TikTok account and they're letting it out. Let's get into this video.
Your husband's not going to change, and here's why. This is going to sound harsh, but I think a lot of people actually just really need to hear the truth. And it's because he doesn't care. It doesn't benefit him to change. Approaching your husband again to discuss an issue, whether it's household inequity, you not feeling considered, you not feeling like he's putting any time and effort into it, is likely going to fall on deaf ears because he's been exploiting your time, your labor, your energy. And if he didn't care when he started doing it, he's not going to care now. Because this likely isn't the first time that you've approached him with an issue. This isn't the first time you've tried to explain your needs to him or how you feel unsupported. If he didn't hear you out, listen, learn, and change the very first time you brought these issues up to him, it's not going to happen now. And this goes for all aspects. If you bring up an issue to him and he either says that you're holding him to an unfair standard or he's gaslighting you about minimizing your emotions, it's because he doesn't care and it doesn't benefit him to change. And there's no consequence when he doesn't. Because there's no consequence if he doesn't change. Eventually, things are going to go back to how they were. You're going to stop nagging him and he's going to be fine with it until you bring it up again. And then again, nothing happens because there's no consequences. So why would he want to change? It's like with kids. You can threaten and ask and threaten and ask and threaten and ask, but the second you don't follow through with it, they know that they can get away with it because there's no consequences for it. I'm not saying you should threaten to leave and upend your marriage at the very first sign of something going wrong, but if he doesn't change the first time you bring it up, he doesn't care and it's not going to change. I often have women come to me and ask me for recommendations of books or things that they can do to help their marriage or help reconnect with their partner. And I had a woman ask me the other day the same thing. Do you have any book recommendations? They're in couples counseling right now. And because her husband is diminishing her and minimizing her feelings and emotions and then having angry outbursts at her when she brings them up. So I asked her the same thing. Do you think if he cared you would be in this position? That 8 months into therapy, you're seeing only small changes? Those are those breadcrumbs I talk about. Those are those small changes that they give you to make you think that things are changing and they're better off than where they were, which still isn't good enough. So I asked her, do you really think he cares? If you were in this position right now, after asking for so long, do you truly think he cares? And she said, he's been making small changes, so she has hope. And I said, then you task him with finding a book. It should not be your responsibility. And I also bet that she is the one that found the couples counselor because he's still benefiting from everything, even when he's working on things. Because they're just pacifying you for that moment. They're not actually going to make meaningful change. They're there to pacify you for the time being until they can keep going and giving you slivers of hope until you initially realize that things aren't actually going to change. You shouldn't have to bring issues up to your partner more than once or twice for them to listen, learn, and change. Because if you do, they simply don't care.
In her story, right, at least the man is trying. Even if it's a small effort, why not, right? But you ladies gotta understand, I don't know if you're gonna understand because, men and women is two different people and they think different and they have different emotions. They process things slightly different than each other. I'm gonna say this, and a lot of you not gonna agree with this. It's all good, you know what I mean? But that's what I know and that's what I believe in. Men really do not understand emotions the way you women do. So you might be really feeling something that, oh my god, I don't get enough support. Oh, why he didn't do this? He should have just asked me if I was doing good. He should have just asked me if I needed help. Things like that. But men are not even thinking about that. But you guys process that in your head as in like he's an asshole or he don't give a fuck or he's selfish. He only cares about himself. But that's not the case. At the same time, in his head, he thinking he doing everything because you're not saying it. You know what I'm saying? If you tell me that, baby, can you take out the garbage? I'll go do that. But if you just assume that I'm gonna go take out the garbage, it might not happen. If you man, you probably be able to understand what I'm trying to say. Woman, I don't know. Sometimes you might have to tell every single thing that you need from your men. And the men who don't need to be told, man, those are supermen, yo. You know what I mean? My brain don't work like this. And if my girl asks me to take out the garbage, it's not gonna piss me off. I'm gonna be like, all right, baby, I'll do it. Don't worry. And I'll go do it. That's it. It's not like, she telling me like what to do. It's just like, baby, can you take out the garbage? It's also in your tone too. When you're like asking your partner to do something, you gotta be like, take out the garbage. Nah, hell, I'm not gonna fucking move from my couch if you're gonna talk to me in that tone. But if you're like, baby, can you please take out the garbage? Absolutely, baby. Anything else? Boom, done.
Like, people need to stop making it weird, like as if you're supposed to be casual with your partner. Genuinely, my wife is not just my wife. Like, she is my life and she's my best friend. It's like nothing that I want to do without her. You know, guys' night is cool. Like, but like, hey, I'm ready to go back home to my wife and go hang out. I don't want to go on a trip without her. Why would I do that? Even if it's just the smallest stuff.
Yo, what if your wife, she wanna go on a trip without you?
Having coffee, going to Costco, binge watching our favorite shows. Like, we laugh at all the same dumb shit. We parent as a team. You know, we've seen each other's different seasons of life since we've been together, and there's no one else I'd rather spend that time with. This world is so weird. Y'all make it weird. Like, you're supposed to be casual with your partner, or you're not supposed to spend all your time with them and do everything together. Why wouldn't you want to spend all your time with them if that's who you're with? Fellas, drop your wife in a comment. Let them know that you're their best friend, and stop being weird.
I agree with this dude right there, man. Cause this is type of relationship you have when you're not in a relationship for the wrong reasons, just cause you had pressure from the society or your parents or your friend, whoever, or you were, just putting pressure on yourself. Oh man, if I don't get a man, then other people gonna think that, oh, nobody wants me. Whatever the case is, right? I'm just laying out examples. This is what happens when you in a relationship with somebody that you really want to be with and you really enjoy their company and you really love them for who they are. This is the outcome right there, and this is what I'll be preaching all day every day in my every single video. I don't even have a boys night out, honestly. I don't, and that don't mean that I can't. I mean, I don't see a benefit, like if I want to talk to my boy, I'll call him, he calls me, we FaceTime, whatever, everything is cool. I see him at work, but after that, after I'm done work, man, I want to come home, see my girl, watch Netflix, eat some food with her on the weekend. Her and I, we're going out, taking the kids out to the park, going for a walk, mall, like the man said, Costco, those type of things. And it don't matter what we do, whatever we do, right? We really enjoy whatever we do. It don't matter. See, everything that I just said is nothing fancy. This is just regular chores that you're running with your partner. But when you in a relationship with somebody that you really enjoy and you really want to be with, even the chores start to seem like a date. That's what you guys need to understand. Don't be with a man because he got money and whatever the case is. If you don't really like the guy or you don't really like the girl, you don't have a place to stay, so you with the girl or whatever, bro, sleep in your car, man, until you find the one. You shouldn't even be worrying about girls though, but I'm saying, like, build yourself and then you can find the one, so you can find the right one. You're not making shit happen because you need to. You wanna do all these things because you want to, because you feel like it. On to the next video.
I still stand by the fact that
This title is crazy. She's saying, I'm not attracted to my husband. Then he should be your ex-husband.
husband is the ugliest man that I have ever met 5 years into our marriage. If you are single right now, it's because you want to be attracted to your partner, and that is just not realistic. I don't know how.
Why is it not? What the fuck this bitch talking about? Why is it not? If I'm not attracted to my partner, man, it ain't gonna last. As a man, you fellas know what I'm talking about, man. If she don't get the wood hard every time, you gonna go and cheat on her.
Many times women on this app are going to have to say it. Find an ugly ass man and marry him. And I'm not talking about a guy that just needs a little brush up, okay? I'm talking about a terminally unattractive man.
Yo, I feel like she got an ugly man. Now she want all of you guys to go get an ugly man so she don't fucking feel bad. Don't do that. There's people out there who are good looking and they do everything else. Check mark every other box. It might not be every single box, but majority of the box, 80%, like I said, you just gotta look and let it happen naturally. You gotta believe in the universe, man. Things be happening around you and you don't even know what's meant to happen. You cannot block it by rushing into something. If you supposed to meet this person right here, right? But this person you supposed to meet in like 6 months, let's just say, right? But you can't wait for 6 months. So you're gonna go and start a relationship with somebody else that you're not supposed to be with because you can't wait 6 months. You want that shit next month. You know what I'm trying to say? Let it happen naturally, man. It'll come to you.
I sleep with an eye mask at night so that I have time in the morning to mentally prepare before I make eye contact with my husband. But here I am, married, and you're not, so who's laughing?
Imagine her husband watching this video, and all this time he didn't know that's how she feels about him. How are you gonna feel? Imagine if a man made the video like this. Yo, I'm with an ugly wife. She don't do nothing for me. I don't even wanna fucking touch that bitch. And then she sees the video, bro, it'll crush her. She's a clown, man. Don't fucking believe none of that shit, ladies. Be with the person that does it for you. And same thing with you fellas. These are not situationships. These are relationships. And it's only gonna last if you guys have a chemistry and you guys have to be attracted to each other. Not just one way. I'm talking about this is a two-way street. Always remember that.
And there's nothing more unattractive than when you think your husband is fucking pathetic, that can't handle the most basic task. And then you have the husband on the other side. Well, there's no intimacy, there's no this and that. Well, God damn it. If you're pathetic, she's not going to be attracted to you. And then that's one piece of like losing everything in the relationship that ends up, in my office.
He's right about that, man. You men, you gotta at least like try for your girl, At least show her that you're trying. She gotta see it from her own eye that you're trying. Let's say, you guys bought something from IKEA, right? You don't know nothing about building a bed, a couch. You don't even know how to fucking put a table together, right? It's okay. This is how you learn. You open that bitch up when you come home, try the best that you can to put that thing together, and she'll see that, and she'll be like, I can see he's struggling, because they're not stupid. I can see he's struggling, but yo, he ain't giving up. That right there, boom, turn on. That right there is gonna make her respect you. Because as a man, he ain't tapping out. He keep going. But I show that, yo, as a man, I am taking the responsibility of these type of things. Like, building things is manly. When I had my babies, I built everything in the fucking room. Without experience, man, I wasn't even sure if I was gonna end it, you know what I mean? Like, finish all it. But yo, my girl was standing right there, just being supportive. Yo, girls, the least you could do when you see your man trying, at least be supportive. Baby, you want me to get you a drink? You hot? Want to take a break? Want me to get you some snacks? Or I'm like, baby, hold this for a second. Don't just be laying there on your phone and be like, oh my God, are you done yet? How long is it gonna take, man? I am tired. I want to go to bed. No. You gotta stand there and pump that confidence in your man. Yeah, man, I painted the room. I built the crib. I built the chaining. You know what I'm saying? Like, those type of things. You have to. Because this is your job as a man. You're not gonna just stand there and watch your girl fucking build everything, bro. Or at least trying. You can't do that, man. So there's certain responsibilities that you gotta do. Stand on business. Let's just say a person just clogged their toilet, one day, and she lived like half an hour away, and like family of my wifey. I'm like, don't need to call no plumber. I'm gonna be there before 9. Guess what? I pulled up. I have a little bit of experience in plumbing. So guess what? I spent an hour and boom, that shit was flowing like Niagara Falls. She could have called the plumber, but I'm like, no, she don't need to call no plumber. When she have a man in her family, I'm gonna go and handle business. Let me try at least before you spend $500-$600. Plumbers ain't cheap, man, especially after hours. And yo, you know what? That made me so happy, and that fucking boosted my testosterone from here to here, because that made me feel like a fucking man. That's my take on it. And fellas, try at least. And you ladies, be supportive, man. Even if he's failing, he gotta have to fail at least 100 times to hit bullseye. So you gotta hold it down. If he's trying, that means he gonna make it. If you ain't subscribed, man, subscribe to my channel, man. Hit the like, subscribe, show your boy some love, man. Talk to me in the comment. I'ma see you guys in the next video. Peace and love.